Good day, open hearts, and thank you for being here at the Shell Energy. Before anything, I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you from the center of my heart. Thank you so much for all your beautiful wishes on my birthday. My birthday is not posted in social media like some options that social media platforms give you, and you can write down your birthday and gives people heads up on when the birthday is coming up, or is today's birthday of so and so. So it's not posted. So for people, for friends and family and clients, and I have so many people that reach out to me. It was so sweet to just wish a happy birthday. And this is a very special round around the sun that I'm beginning. I am very excited because I can just see the openings that are happening already, and there is a huge adventure coming through, and I can't wait. I'll let you know as soon as I can. So anyway, thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the beautiful love that came through. I felt it, I got it, I put it in my heart, and I treasure it. Thank you very much for all the birthday wishes. Let me turn this off. I guess it's too bright. So last time I said I did not want to come in and start and continue doing the energy updates, because it feels to me that we have arrived. And in the middle of early August was when there was a connection that was unbreakable. It's here, it's done, it happened. So when I was like, so what now? So what? So it's a matter of creating the new now, without recycling the old, without using the old maps, without using the old tools. So that's the challenge. And as we move from August to September, I can see that I feel the challenge is going to be the surrendering part. We like to know what's next, and that's what is not being shown. The challenge is going to be okay with not knowing, because we are as the creators are creating moment by moment. So we don't have the defined timelines that we had before, like back in 2012, when we achieved the majority vote, and it's okay, it's a go. Everybody, you could see still all the different timelines people had, 5-6 timelines ahead of them, and it was all a matter of choices and what you were feeding and making it strong. And then around 2017 is when I received the guidance that stop doing the Reiki, stop doing the readings that I was doing, the tarot cards that I was doing, and this is something you need to do now. So I started receiving the next level of energy healings and energetic transmissions and all of that beautiful stuff. So that was very clear, and then that was also the beginning of all this weird stuff that started with the body and the ears and the bones and all this stuff. So it was fun. But now I feel that after 2019, that's when the inner compass, I saw the inner compass, and I said, this is it. This is your guide. This is your guiding systems. Do not steer away from it. And we like to bounce ideas. We like to check with people, with friends, and tell me what to do. And that was it. It was a stop right there. In 2019, I received this is done. It is all about your inner guidance. So 2018 was that, but with a little bit of support. 2019 came in, and it was that's it. Inner guidance only. Navigate by using just your inner knowingness. Inner knowing is what rules. So we moved through that, and of course, what happened is the full stop that we had, in the following years, when I came to learn that it was so that we can navigate without the training wheels anymore. And we did fine. We did through that. Many our loved ones decided to leave the body during the last few years, and there are still some exodus codes coming through. There are openings that I can see coming up where people might use that to exit the body. But that, again, you know, is a choice, which brings us to now. I'm getting most of it is you're always on choice. You're always on choice. So every time a challenging situation comes through, what I'm receiving is you're always on choice. You're always on choice. You are your authority. And by remembering that you're always on choice, you know that whatever comes up from whatever challenges presents, it's something that you created. I created. Okay, the outcome is what I created because it's my choice. This is what I'm gonna do to navigate this. And I said, well, what happened if I don't see the choice? And you don't see the choices that present if you're not in the present moment. And this is very challenging because a lot of us are used to either being way ahead of ourselves, you know, when is the next Stargate opening, you know, what is the next level up, you know, preparing for that. Or, you know, we are stuck in, you know, the past, you know, very sad about the way things used to be, you know, because maybe we thought they were very predictable, and now they are absolutely not predictable at all. But when you want to see the choices that are presenting, you want to be in the present moment, because that is where the choices present. And sometimes, like, you know, we make a decision of not making a choice, and by doing that we relinquish, we give the choice to somebody else or something else, and they make the choice for us. But that is our choice still. We chose to give that away. And what I receive is, you always have to understand too, I don't know why, this is very, very important to understand that we are our own authority. We're our own authority. There are no authorities above us. We are the ones that are the creators. We are creating in love. And when I sat with that, of course, you know, how we create in love or we create in fear. So what we have created in fear is what is crumbling. And we see that for a couple of years already. And it will continue. But the thing is, what we created in love, that base is still there and it's not going to crumble, because that is what's real. Okay, we already passed the period of learning through the control and fear-based challenges and experiences. So what is crumbling is just that, you know, it's whatever we built, we meaning all of us, because I definitely did, you know, build things based in fear and control, you know, wanting to control situations, and you know, even very, very basic things that we don't think about are built on the past and fear. So it's a matter of just self-inquiry and understanding, you know, what are the creations that are presenting in front of you, and what is the basis, the platform that you used to build that. And that's how you know if it's going to stand or if it's going to crumble. Because we're standing now in the new grid, and the new grid is, there's nothing to hold on to anything of the old. That's why the old maps don't work. The old way of navigating doesn't work. So the new grid only nourishes, anchors all our creations that were created in love, and all our creations that we're working in nurturing and are in the process of building, that are in the platform of love. So that's what's standing, and that's what will continue to stand. So that's what I was seeing, and I can see that we will continue to encounter the, you know, the stargates opening. And when I say stargate, it's not like, it is in a way the big, you know, stargate up in the galaxy that opens, but like I think I let you know before, the way I see it is that matches stargate in our physicality, in our fields, in our the little Matushka dolls, right? So that when these stargates open up and are available, they are like just doorways. Think of it like doors. There's a door that is going to open, and if that door matches, you know, it has to match a doorway that we have, because we work to open this door, to have we have worked to build the frame for that door to match. Then we are prepared to receive that next level of frequencies. So they will continue to be there, because I can see in the middle of September, 3 Emosh. 3 Emosh is equinox. And 3 Emosh is a huge jump on unity consciousness. You know, all of our higher mind together on that day. It's like holy macaroni. It's like so fun. It's so good. That's why I love the Mayan calendar, because it always floors me to see how perfect it is. And like I said again, with all respect to the elders, I just sit with it and look at it, and I just marvel, because I could never ever come here and say that I am an expert and that I had studied it and that I know it. I just love it and recognize the cycles and how perfect they are. And I'm just happy that it opens up to me, and I see these windows, and they're just beautiful and perfect. They are just so perfect, and I like it because also there are so many cycles. You know, you can go through the smaller cycles. I like the 13, the Tercena cycles. You can go with the 20. You can. So I like the 13 because I like to have small bites. Okay, I used to tell the kids how you eat well, one bite at a time, small bites. And the kids don't eat whales. The kids don't eat meat. But is this something we say to each other? How do you eat a whale? Especially now, you know, classes beginning and new challenges for young people, for all of us. How do you eat a whale? Small bites, one bite at a time. So that's when I see the calendar is so perfect. And then sometimes, you know, I'd go ahead and take a look at the support that we have from our planetary system, and it just like, it's so perfect. It is so perfect. So why would we feel afraid? Why would I not trust? I have no reason to not trust the process. And that's what I'm coming here to tell you. I personally have no reason to not trust this process. Because when I look back since the early 90s, all the way until here, I am not saying I did not have to go through some really not fun challenges. Everything has brought me here to this beautiful birthday that I just closed and, you know, opened a new cycle now. And everything that happened so that I could understand where we're standing now, where I am standing now. So all the cycles are perfect. And the way they're presenting now is from the early 90s, it was like very dry land. And then they're showing me, you know, a trickle of water. And as we move to 2012, they showed me that we found a stream of water that connected to the ocean, and we needed to follow that stream. And so I did. And when it required me to come out of the closet, I was like, what? So okay, so I did. So every time I trust the process, it always helped me, it always supported me. So there's no reason for not continuing to trust the process. And by this I mean life. Life is, like I said before, the biggest teacher, the biggest guru, the biggest, you know, maestro that you can imagine. Because within the life container, we have the relationships, and the relationships come to make us grow, come in to show a mirror in front of us and give us the next step to you know, level up and continue to level up that way. So all the relationships that come, every single one that we have, from 2 seconds in a bus stop to, you know, 10 years, 15 years with someone, all of them contribute to learn and to growth, to our growth. So what I've seen is every time I follow this stream, the stream is getting bigger. And now since from May until middle of August, the stream just it's very large, where we are in the middle of the stream, and the stream is taking us all the way to the ocean. And I don't know if I can I have the vocabulary for this, but what I feel is that when we're floating in the stream, we are the water. We are the water, so that means we are also the ocean. And as we are the ocean, we are the waves. But we can also see when we are being the wave, and when we are being the ocean, and when we are being the stream. And we can identify when we are the ones, the personality, floating in the stream. So all this is what has happened the last couple of weeks, you know. This is what I've been receiving, and I hope you understand it, but I'm trying to do my best. So what I feel now that happens for the end of this year coming up is we have the responsibility, the huge responsibility of maintaining our frequency, our high level frequency. If it's okay, if you want to go play below a little bit, go ahead, you know, it's fine. But the amount of responsibility that is on our shoulders to carry a high frequency vibration wherever we go, wherever we enter, whoever we meet, you know, we have to present ourselves with that high level of frequency, which is who we are, the essence of who we are, the our authentic self, which is love. We need to come in and anchor that, the frequency of love, wherever we go. And love is what makes you float in this stream. And by being this frequency of love, and I don't know if you have this experience, but I'm sure you did. When you go into a body of water, you know that if you check your breathing and you are just so calm and even, and your body just balances, okay? You can see your toes, your feet over there, and you open your hands and the water will hold you. So that's what I was seeing. The frequency of love is what's going to hold you like that. But the moment we drop it, the moment we drop and start panicking because we want to control a situation, because we want to know what's ahead, because we feel uncomfortable with being vulnerable, because we have conditions that need to be met, you know, the moment this happens is when we start going down in the water. And so that's what they were showing me. That's the moment when we go like that and we hold on to, you know, the branches or the stick. And there are moments that I have had where I feel myself totally out of the water and placed on the riverbank, on the edge of the stream, to sit there. Okay, you sit here, gather yourself, okay? Gather yourself. And once you have gathered yourself and bring back to the present moment and come in and take responsibility of what you encounter, you know, process it, integrate it, clear it, you know, make the room for more love to come and be able to hold you up again in the water, come into the water again. But this is a stream that is going to carry us all the way to the ocean. And this is what I'm seeing. So I'm just giving it to you as I saw it. So the whole thing is total and absolute surrender to the inner knowingness of who we truly are. And who we are is just the essence of the divine. So if we are the essence of the divine, we are love. So if we are love, we are floating. So I hope that makes sense. So this is what I was seeing. I have been seeing for the last, 2 weeks or so. And now I think tomorrow the KAME Tercena comes in. The KAME Tercena is calling all heroes, all spiritual warriors to come to the now. And the spiritual warrior is not the one that comes in to fight. It's not coming in to do some crazy holy wars and stuff like that. The spiritual warrior is the one that comes in, even though we're scared, we look in the mirror. We look in the mirrors that all the relationships that come to our present moments, throughout the day present, and we hold the frequency. We hold the frequency of love. We hold the light. We do not get scared. We do not judge. We do not recycle the hate. We do not recycle the I told you so, we were right, you were wrong, because that is also fear. We are recycling fear. When you're trying to make somebody wrong because you want to be right, it's a low frequency, which will sink you. You have to keep an even, beautiful, floating frequency of love in this stream. That is our responsibility. So that's what I was shown. So this is the frequency. You have to be the light. You have to be this light wherever you go. And I don't mean to just create it in your mind and fake it as how you say, fake it until you make it. You can't do that. It has to come from the inside out. And if it comes from the heart center out, you cannot fake that. So that is our responsibility now. Coming into KAME, KAME is calling in for the hero, for the spiritual warrior to come in and show itself, to show and come in and anchor this love that we are, the love frequency, the light frequency, the frequency of equanimity, the frequencies of compassion, the frequencies of understanding, the frequencies of peace. You do not have to agree with the other person to give them the space and understand that they are, okay? So by accepting the presence of the other, you're not accepting, if you don't agree, it's fine, but you accept what is. And by doing that, you already open the field for choices to present on how to resolve. So if you are not in that acceptance, the choices don't present. And that's what we want. We want to remember that we are always in choice. We have to remember that we are our own authority. And we have to remember that the responsibility that we are carrying now forward is only our responsibility. It's nobody else responsible for our own vibration. Okay? And lower and high vibration, we already know it's not good or bad. It's just levels, like music notes. So don't go into the good and the bad type of thing. So that is a responsibility moving forward. Now with coming into KAME. KAME is bringing us to Shivalba. It brings us to the underworld, which is not hell or anything like that. It's just another level of earth. And we need to carry the light when we go through it. And you need to be the hero to do that. You need to have the courage, which means, yes, you might have the scary, but you move through it, okay? The courage doesn't mean you're not scared. It means you keep going, okay? So you keep moving through, because it's just, everything is set up in such a beautiful and perfect way. There is just no reason for me to panic. There is no reason for me not to trust the process. We are moving to this biggest jump of evolutionary jump that we have in the human race. And, more than 5,000 years, more than that, 15, I'm seeing 15, 10, 15,000. So this is big, but requires our presence. And if we are here, if you're watching me now, it requires your presence, and it requires you to be you, to not take the, you know, other people's thoughts, personalities, and to keep your ego in check. Because as we are here in the body, we have the ego, but I don't push the ego. I lovingly put it in the back seat and buckle up, give him a couple of snacks, and it's chill. So I just wanted you to understand that there is no reason why not to trust the process. Do not allow fear to come through your feels. If you see it, if you feel it, fear is a tool. Use it, okay? Fear is just telling you, hey, there's a flag here. It's time to take a pause and bring forth your discernment, because your discernment is what's going to open the choices, okay? Present the choices and then make you move. You have that authority, okay? You can call in for support. All of your higher levels are standing by, always there. So just remember, fear is always imagined. So when it comes in, it's just a red flag that comes in to tell you, hey, you know, take a pause. Use it as a tool and bring in discernment so that you can see the choices. But at this moment that of my life, I have no way to not trust this process. As painful as it has been sometimes, as difficult the path has presented sometimes, I could see the lessons. I can see how it make me and create how, you know, that strength that I have now, that faith in myself and humanity that I have now. And I'm here to share it. I want you to understand that the process is perfect. It is the way it is because it works. It's gonna work. It is working, okay? So please don't panic. You are responsible, and take this responsibility seriously. Your responsibility is to maintain your frequency. Do housekeeping in your fields every day, a couple of times a day if you need it, to come back to the 0 point and radiate your love. Open the heart, because when you open the heart, it gives permission to everybody else to open the heart, okay? When you show up with the open heart and the heart love frequencies, it allows everybody else that choice. You open that choice. So moving in through the KAME Tercena, it's calling in for a hero. It's calling in for the spiritual warrior to come in and show up. And that is the warrior that comes and is not afraid of moving through the darkness and looking in the mirror and see the creations that we have created in platforms of fear, and deconstruct them, take them down, okay? We know better now, so it's okay. No blame, no judgment. We know better now. So with that, I leave you. Thank you again so much for your birthday wishes. It was wonderful. I have not read them all. I just started this morning, so I will continue to read them. Thank you very much. You make my day so special. Divine blessings. Remember, we are the angels. Namaste.